So what do chloroplasts contain in terms of the components? They contain proteins, lipids, chlorophyll, the pigment which actually provides green color to these structures. But with chlorophyll, they also contain another colored pigments, that is carotenoids. Then after carotenoids, they have genetic material. I told you it's RNA, DNA. Then with this they also have vitamin E, K, some elements iron, magnesium, manganese, cobalt, right. Now let us see what is the percentage composition of these components. Proteins, they contain 50 to 60%, lipids 20 to 30%, chlorophyll 5 to 10%, carotenoids 1 to 2%, RNA 2 to 3%, DNA 0.5%, vitamins and these elements in traces, okay. They are present in traces, means very small amount. So in terms of chemical composition, this chloroplast contain proteins, lipids, chlorophyll, carotenoids, RNA, DNA, vitamin E, K. Then these elements, proteins are present much larger in number, 50 to 60%, lipids 20 to 30%, chlorophyll 5 to 10%, carotenoids 1 to 2%, RNA 2 to 3%, DNA 0.5%, and these vitamins and these elements in traces. Just remember that what is the composition of the chloroplast. If you are not able to recall this, just remember that proteins are found in much larger amount. Then we have lipids, and then the genetic material is obviously that I told you that plastids are the double membrane structures, these organelles, and they have their own genetic material. So this genetic material, that is this DNA and RNA, okay, they are found, RNA is found 2 to 3% and DNA 0.5%. This is their own genetic material. But now looking at this chemical composition, can you find out where there is a confusion? Okay, let me ask you a question. We have chlorophyll and we have carotenoids. I told you earlier that chlorophyll are the green pigments and carotenoids are the colored pigments. So if there is green pigment also and this colored pigment also, how they are present together, and why we don't see both the colors on the same, say, fruit? Why so? Let's take an example of tomato. Tomato is earlier green in color, and slowly when this tomato is going to ripen, it changes its color from green to red. Why? This is the reason. Because this chloroplast contain both these pigments, this chlorophyll also, which is a green pigment, which was initially there when the tomato was underripe, okay, when it was underripe, and this carotenoids were also there. That is why this green color was masked when the tomato actually became ripe. So why this happens? Since these two pigments are present, what is going to happen? Slowly this chlorophyll pigment is going to degenerate. When this degenerate, it is masked by this red color, this pigment, that is carotenoid. So chlorophylls are degenerated when the fruit ripening process is going to be there, and the color, this green color, is going to be masked by this red color. So in underripe fruits you find green color because the chlorophyll content is more and it is not degenerated yet. But slowly when this ripening process is going to take place, this chlorophyll is going to get degenerated and this green color of chlorophyll is going to be masked by this red color of carotenoids in case of tomatoes, okay. So this is how these two pigments, both of these pigments are present, but slowly this effect of carotenoids is there in case of ripened fruits. So these carotenoid pigments are going to mask the effect of these chlorophyll pigments. So now let us recall everything we have done so far. These chloroplasts are green or chlorophyll containing plastids. Plastids are, remember, 2 points. They have two membranes and they contain their own genetic material. And we talk about the shape, the chloroplast may be disc shape, oval, collared, spiral, ribbon or cup shape. We talk about the diameter, it can be 5 to 10 micrometer and thickness is 2 to 4 micrometer. And the number, it is, as you have seen in this image, this clematomonas contains only one chloroplast and 20 to 40 chloroplasts can be seen in case of chlorenchyma cells of leaf. Chlorenchyma cells of leaf. And when we talked about the chemical composition, we have said that the chloroplast has proteins, lipids, chlorophyll, carotenoids, RNA, DNA, vitamins and these elements. Proteins are found much more in number. There is more percentage of proteins and lipids as compared to other components, okay. And remember that this chlorophyll and carotenoid, both pigments are present, but in case of underripe fruits, this pigment is more pronounced. But when the fruit actually ripens, carotenoids are going to mask this green pigment, this chlorophyll pigment, okay. So this is how, I hope that the structure of chloroplast introduction is very clear to you.